Hey, Rashad.
Now, I don't know Marvel, but I do know a little bit about Donald. Donald Glover. If you guys didn't know, you guys might know. I don't know if you do. But around 2009, Spider-Man announced that they were moving on from Tobey Maguire to play Spider-Man. Now, one of the people who were kind of in the running for the internet brought it up. What if Donald Glover plays Spider-Man? And then it became this thing of like Donald Glover for Spider-Man. And then Donald himself tweeted it. He was like, yeah, guys, let's do this. Hashtag Donald for Spider-Man. And it became this large movement. He told a joke about it in his 2011 stand-up special, Weirdo. And he traveled, all around America telling this joke about, just people wanting him to be Spider-Man. The joke made it so far that he ended up wearing the Spider-Man suit in the little montage for a split second in his TV show Community that he was in on NBC. That's currently making a movie with him in it. And it was just, I say all of this to say it was a big deal. He rapped about it and not going back. Used to see me as Spider-Man, but now we spinning Venom. It's all these things. So, it became a thing. And it became a thing that was so strong to the point where when Donald became more popular and everything like that, more established, they created Miles Morales. Miles Morales is a colored person who is of the under the Spider-Man tree. And that birthed the Spider-Verse and everything like that. And now you see the Spider-Verse. Jamar Moore played the voice of Miles Morales in the animated, kind of last couple movies of Miles Morales and things like that. And it all started from Donald Glover saying, I want to be Spider-Man. He was in Spider-Man Homecoming as some random dude talking to Zendaya, and then in the last movie he said what's up to Miles Morales as the real Donald Glover and stuff like that, and the theater went, oh, it was crazy. And then he also had like a series, I think a deal to like make a series about Prowler, kind of like an Adult Swim type of series, and then it got canceled. Or was that Deadpool? I think that was Deadpool. Anyways, it became a huge thing for Donald Glover. And in 2018, Donald Glover went from like kind of underground, internet niche kind of following celebrity to like A-lister. In 2018, that's when Star Wars came out. 2018, that's when The Lion King came out. 2018, that's also, if I'm not mistaken, when he hosted SNL and he released This Is America that night. So Donald Glover went from like here to like here. And he was already kind of there because of 2016. 2016 set him up for it with starting off Atlanta and then releasing Redbone and Awaken My Love when he switched to singing and more people accepted him singing overall as opposed to him rapping. I say all of this to say Donald Glover did everything he could possibly do. And he still can be Spider-Man. And the reason why he can't be Spider-Man, if you just come with me, is because in 2015, it was revealed that Marvel wrote it to where Spider-Man had to be a straight white kid. He had to be a straight white male that was like a teenager, and that's what the character has to be. So since Donald Glover did everything in the world under the sun, and he became this Renaissance man that the people know and love, and oh, he's so talented, he can't be Spider-Man simply for the fact created a whole new character and a whole new universe and a whole new series and a whole new thing just for Donald. But he can't be the actual Spider-Man because he's not a white, straight male. I say all of this brings us to this point today. And, Sporting News knew what they were doing when they put up this graphic, but here it is. They set them up real bad. And they set up Stewie too, because Stewie's not even Nike. But anyways, the WNBA players with current signature shoes are Caitlin Clark, Sabrina Ionescu, and Breanna Stewie. Obviously, we want to say congratulations to Caitlin Clark. Well deserved for everything she's bringing to the game and her talent and just her being liked. I want to add to the public shame of the Indiana Star reporter, what's his name, Dan, who was being creepy with her and saying, yeah, if you could do this to me after every game, I feel good. Yeah, keep doing that to me, baby. Saying that at a press conference is wild. With the credential around your neck is wild. You a wild boy, Dan. And you know better. You work for the Indy Star. You don't work for no. It's crazy because it's a lot of people that want to cover the WNBA. I know. I can tell you from personal experience. It was years and seasons that I wanted to cover the Atlanta Dream before I was working my current job, and I couldn't get in as an independent outlet because, like, I couldn't even get an email response saying, "Sorry, Rashad, your platform's not large enough." It's so many people who I feel like are qualified and are just quality journalists that won't get the opportunity to cover the WNBA because they don't have enough followers or their audience isn't large enough. And so for someone like you at a reputable outlet, taking up one of these credentials to one of these people, especially in Indianapolis, Indiana, as you guys know, is a basketball state, and Indianapolis is a basketball city. All those people, all those independent, people with YouTube channels, all the people in Iowa with YouTube channels and with independent Iowa media that want to make that drive to Indianapolis and cover the Fever to continue their coverage of Caitlin Clark and continue that fandom of Caitlin Clark that the WNBA said they wanted to include the momentum from college so bad, they turn them down, and you, from the largest paper in Indianapolis under the USA Today network, my former employer. Hello, everybody. Hello, Gannett. Thank you for the money. But all of these people, for you to sit up there and say something foolish like that and awkward like that and say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm going to write a column about this." Bro, don't turn that into no content. And don't make no apology, bro. Like you too old, bro. You're not even, not to say that it's right, but you could even get a little more leeway to be honest if you was like fresh out of college, might have been the same age as Caitlin, and this is one of your first big time press conferences, and you end up, kind of like trying to flirt in front of everybody, and then someone got to pull you over. "Hey, young fella, that ain't the way to move. You old and you doing this." All right, anyways, salute to Caitlin Clark. Well earned 8-figure deal with Nike. Congratulations. Sabrina Ionescu, whether you like her or you don't like her, the girl is mad famous. She was mad famous at Oregon. The Kobe relationship took it to another level. And she's mad famous now, going to a big market in New York. And she's good. Sabrina Ionescu is really good, man. She's not the best player on New York. She's not even the second best player on New York. And a lot of people argue she's not the third best player. I think she's the third best player on New York. Hold on now. I'll probably say Stewie. Based off of last year, I'll say Stewie, Benijah. I have Benijah over Jonquel right now, to be honest. Benijah, Jonquel. And then you could either say Jonquel is third. You could say the PG is third. Or you could say Ionescu. Shoot. Yeah, it's a lot of people. You can make a great case. She's not even the third or fourth best player on the team. But she is good. She is a good player. And I feel like people kind of overdo it with the hate of her because, I do think her, attention is exaggerated. But at the same time, she's still good. She's good. The girl's good. She dropped, 40 on Atlanta with B. Terrell sitting courtside. And B. Terrell was one of the people that was, leading the against her and stuff. Anyways, and then Stewie's over there at Puma. And that brings up another point. I think this was Muffin. Shout out Muffin over there. Oh, no. This is Yana. Shout out to Yana. I think I met Yana. I'm not sure if I met Yana. I met a bunch of people in the kind of committee or affiliated with the committee. In Atlanta last year after a game. But yes, she pointed out a great point. They only like to market guards. She should go to Puma like Stewie. And then she said, "Where is Skylar Diggins-Smith's shoe then?" So Skylar Diggins-Smith is at Puma, and she has darn near 4 times as many followers as her, Stewie, on Instagram. Skylar Diggins is someone that, part of the culture. When you're talking about Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark's attention this year, you have to go back to, Skylar Diggins was mad famous and popular when she was in college as well. Just don't overlook those things because she was someone who had Lil Wayne and Drake. When Lil Wayne was how famous Drake is now. You know what I mean? So, definitely nothing to sneeze at. And shout out to Marco Plus Southside College Park legend. I'm trying to get an interview with him at some point soon. But, he has that song on Skylar Diggins. Beat the block, beat the ball, Skylar Diggins. So shout out Marco Plus. But anyways, this is a great point. Skylar Diggins is a multi-time All-Star, one of the best point guards in the league. Yes, she had some off-court drama, but, even on the court, her feistiness and, fighting back and the trash talk and the Twitter, I loved it, bro. She got that dog in her, bro. And she could hoop. She could hoop to back it up, And, you know what I'm saying? She has the look. She has the people following her and everything like that. And people have had crushes on Skylar Diggins Smith since, 2009. You know what I mean? So, she definitely has a following. She has some marketability, the likability, everything like that. And that brings us to Asia Wilson. Doom, doom. So, a couple of years ago, I had Joel on, and we had this discussion, this exact same discussion about signature shoes and how Asia Wilson doesn't have a signature shoe. She just had, I think, a Earth Day type of special type of release from Nike one time, but it wasn't an actual signature shoe. And at that point, he was Joel was she don't have a championship. She's got to get this. She's got to get this. And Asia is a great player, but she needs to get this to put herself on the level of. This was right after the Stewie deal. The Stewie deal was announced with Puma, and so Asia then went out, won 2 championships. This time, the last one was even more impressive because their entire lineup was out. Yeah, they had a super team to get there, but the entire team got hurt, and so it was just her, Kelsey Plum. I think Chelsea Gray was out. Yeah, Chelsea Gray was out too. So it's just her, Kelsey Plum, maybe Jackie Young was healthy. Yeah, so those were the only healthy ones. They were playing Sydney Colson and salute to Sid, respect to Sid, but Sydney Colson don't really play like that. So she was in the rotation and holding it down. She had some great defensive stops and everything like that. Salute to Sid. Shout out H-Town. I don't even know why I just did that. It was just kind of flow of consciousness. But for Asia to do what she did on the road, winning it on the road in front of Fat Joe, performing lean back and dipset out at halftime, and she went out there and did it. She ain't had nobody in the building but Don Staley in the Barclays on the road to win the championship. Are you serious? I think Kia Stokes was out for the season. She on crutches. Candace Parker, she on crutches. Chelsea Gray was on crutches too. Dipset, boom, back down. Oh, you bring in 2? It does not matter. Fade away in your face. Asia Wilson is stupid for that. She is on a different level for that. And for her to do that and to have the type of following she has, Olympic gold medalist, NCAA champion, 2-time WNBA champion, MVP in the WNBA as well, multi-time All-Star, author, with the new book that just came out, multi-time time hyphenate entrepreneur. She's in the commercials. She was in the Sweetie music video. When people were making jokes about WNBA players making $100 million and flying out men to games and everything like that, most of the jokes were talking about Asia Wilson. Because Asia Wilson, all right, I gotta watch myself. A lot of people, a lot of men, and a lot of just people in general think Asia Wilson looks good. So she has the image, she has the marketability, she has the following, she has the popularity. A lot of people know who Asia Wilson is. That's why it was such a big deal when the dude from Iowa, the Iowa fan, they know who Asia Wilson was. Because how do you not know who Asia Wilson is? Everybody knows who Asia Wilson is. She has a statue in South Carolina. She's not even 28 yet. The kid is 27. What? And she don't have a shoe yet. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Hold on. I got to charge this laptop. It's ridiculous. She doesn't have a shoe yet. So, the only answer, and like I said, we had maybe an argument a couple of years ago, which I thought was BS still, compared to the counterparts and other people who were getting shoes. That, she needs a championship, she needs this, she needs that, she needs a jumper. I don't know what a jump shot had to do with getting it. But she ended up getting it. She developed a jump shot or a more consistent jump shot from, she already had the but she was starting to hit a couple threes thanks to Becky. Becky had them shooting 83s a game. You know what I mean? But she has some popularity. You see the numbers on this channel. When it's an A'ja Wilson press conference versus any other player in the Las Vegas Aces, it's a couple thousand views of a difference. Every single time. Because A'ja has that following. People love A'ja Wilson, bro. Like, it's almost like, it's kind of like Angel Reese. But, like, I feel like a lot of people dislike Angel Reese because she talks trash and she does this and she has these kind of, like, on-court antics, which made her more famous. However, A'ja, for the most part, people love A'ja. People love A'ja Wilson, bro. She's just a likable character, bro. So, that's A'ja. But I say all that to say, like, Angel Reese ain't even get a shoe. And you could be like, okay, well, she was, like, late first round pick, this and that. But I'm like, dang, like, she was, like, the most famous. She had a whole line in the Song of the Summer. I've been balling so hard, could have went to LSU. Mad at me to see the flow. But yes, this brings us back to the point of Maya Moore didn't even have a shoe. The one that we're talking about is the GOAT. The one that Caitlin Clark is like, oh, I'm starstruck over to the this and that, this and that. One of the greatest players ever. And left in the middle of her prime to go fight social justice and get her man out of prison and fight for the release of other wrongfully detained black people and brown and black people and faces around America. Yeah, she also didn't have a shoe. And any more accolades you can get than her in the time that she played. What was it? 4 WNBA championships, 4 gold medals, 4 everything. 4 local judges. But the greatest high school basketball player I've ever seen on the men's or women's side in person, Maya Moore. One of the greatest ever, top 5 hands down. And she doesn't have her shoe. She signed to Air Jordan. She did not get a shoe. She does not have a signature shoe. The last black woman to get a shoe, if I'm not mistaken, is Candace Parker. And I pulled up this thing, so it's literally like, okay, you have to, and it's funny because I wanted to do a rant on the other side of this, and then this happens. You know, like I be wanting to give the benefit of the doubt and be like, hey guys, maybe just no, keep being OD with it, because that's the only way that things are gonna change, bro. That's the only way things are going to change. But here we go. I'm going to pull up this. I think this is Complex. And this is Complex. Shout out to Ben Felderstein. And he has... no. This is just a story about Candace Parker. She's got her signature collection with Adidas. Yes. But here we go. This is from Soul Retriever. Nicholas Vlahos wrote this. All right, so let's see if he got a bullet point. He got pictures. If you like pictures. Got like picture books. Breonna Stewart with Puma. Okay, Elena Deldon. I did not know Elena Deldon had a Nike shoe. That's even crazier. A'ja Wilson doesn't have one. If Deldon got one, and salute to Deldon. She is an absolute legend in her own right. Amazing career. And just cold hooper. And throughout all the injuries, still here, WNBA champion, salute to Lay Deldon. But I'm like, Deldon got one, and A'ja Wilson, don't is crazy. Sabrina Ionescu, as we just discussed. Previous players, Cheryl Swoops had a shoe. That's crazy, Cheryl Swoops had a shoe. Rebecca Lobo had a shoe. Hey, salute to Rebecca Lobo. Shout out my brother Gucci. Lisa Leslie had a shoe. That's not surprising. She was probably the most famous WNBA player, I feel like, when I was growing up. Don Staley had a shoe with Nike for a year. That's cool. Cynthia Cooper had a shoe with Nike for a year. Nikki McCray, father, Lord rest her soul, miss you, coach, had a shoe with Fila. Shamika Holsqua had a shoe with Nike. Diana Taurasi had a shoe with Nike. Candace Parker had Adidas shoes. I think she got another Adidas shoe, right? But anyways, yeah, Candace Parker, the last black player to get it. And it's crazy because it's like, looking at this, black players used to get shoes. What happened? But like everybody said, if A'ja Wilson gets a shoe at this point, it's going to be literally like a, here, dang. And that's not the type of treatment she deserves. You know, Steph Curry, if you guys don't know the story as I'm wrapping up, Steph Curry didn't sign with Nike coming out of college, out of Davidson, because he was about to sign it. And as he was about to sign it, they spelled his name incorrectly. So he went to Under Armour, and the rest is history. And now he's got his own shoe line, and he's signing his own athletes like De'Aaron Fox. I think he signed AZ, right? And so yeah. And Malaysia full Wally. So I don't know, man. Take care of your athletes. Respect your athletes. Let's respect the greats while they're great. Let's not, love them and everything like that, and they popular and they this and that. And then when it's time to recognize them with certain things that people of that stature and that level should get, snub them then. Because they deserve that respect and love and honor 100% of the time. And not just 50% of the time or 75% of the time. It's like going to HBCUs on homecoming weekend, electric sliding, dancing with them, and then leaving, not coming back, not donating, not helping these kids with what they really need, because HBCUs are so underfunded and so in need of resources, and you just go there for a good time and then leave and don't help at all, don't give a penny or anything like that to the university. It's the exact same thing. Don't use people for a good time, and then when it's time to pay up, when it's time to put your money where your mouth is, and when it's time to give them the things that they deserve, you're quiet and you're nowhere to be found. Or it's like, we love you. We all love you here at this table, right? We just don't feel like you're at the level of because that's BS. Angel Reese needs her shoe too, but Asia Wilson for sure needs her shoe. And Skylar Diggins-Smith needs her shoe before she retires. Until next time, my name is Rashad Milligan. Please take care of yourselves. This is the Road to 5K Subs if you are new to the channel. And peace out. Have a good day.